Hello YouTube, how are you? My name is Vac and we're here to play some Marvel Strike Force. I am a 2-year player. I run the Mortytown Locos, and this is basically going to be a live stream of my evening play session. So we're going to ramp up slowly and then get to moving pretty quickly here shortly. So the first thing I'm going to do before I even get into game stuff, I still have not automated, I haven't really had time, but I still have not automated alerts and things of that nature. So please bear with me. This is my first week doing this. I'm a novice streamer and a novice YouTuber, and I'm definitely trying to put in the effort to get better at this. And it'll be a growing process. I'm gonna get better. We're gonna grow the stream. We're gonna grow a beard, fantastic beard. Mark my words. And we're going to play a lot of freaking Marvel Strike Force, which I like to do. So, if you don't know me, and you're just finding this video somewhat randomly on the YouTubes, perhaps you've been recommended me from another Marvel Strike Force video. Again, my name is Vac, which you can probably see from the title of the page. And I'm about a 10 million collection power player. I think I'm ranked 82, 83 in the game, something to that effect. I'm not one of the massive krakens that swims at the bottom of the ocean, but I'm down there just above them, right? I'm a pretty big whale, I guess you could say. I certainly do spend money on this game, and you're probably going to see me spend some tonight, almost certainly, in fact. So we'll get to that. I have got my 2 accounts open here. I'm only going to show you one at a time because I'm pretty sure playing 2 at once is a violation of the terms of service. So, I'm going to let my Mortys know that we're rolling live, because of course they were the first adopters of the channel. And let's see here, we're a Gold 2 guild, or alliance, excuse me, old habits. We're a Gold 2 alliance, and you know, insofar as war rankings, we're somewhere just below the 2,000 mark on top alliances, so we're not that high up there. We're not that low down there either. We're pretty well we're an up and comer, I'd like to think. So anyway, to get the gameplay going, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to knock out these free ores. You know, they're not really that great insofar as rewards, but they do add up over time, and it just means that when you pick up new characters down the road, like, you know, you don't really have to go out of your way to jack them up in gear. I mean, there's just no sense not getting it, right? So it's after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that we've now got a fresh round of free energy to claim. And we've pretty much got most of our daily crap done. We do need to fight 2 arena battles. I have actually not had time to get at it all day. I have not touched it. So we're all the way at 15. So we've got some arena battles to fight. Let's start with that, shall we? That's the lowest I've seen myself in some time. Okay, seems like it's really fashionable to use a maw these days. I'm skeptical, but I'm also aware I could be wrong. So I'm thinking I might slot maw into my defense and see if that makes any difference. Sometime at the end of the day here we'll do that. For now, let's gain some ground, shall we? Oh man, Mexican Coca-Colas, glass bottle, real sugar, no corn syrup. I ain't trying to sell nothing, man. I'm just telling you, that's the way to enjoy a soda. That's how they did it when I was a kid. So good. So good. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick this up to full speed, because I don't play on ×1. really ever. Pretty much reserved just for new characters and checking out their animations. So anyway, we're on the clock here. So we're going to start off, I like this pseudo Asgard combination he's got going here. So we'll clear all those debuffs. Put a couple robots out there. We're going to clone ourselves a Phoenix. We're going to try to kill Hela. Not one shot. She's a tough one. Use the new Phoenix. All right, there we go. Not terrible. Hopefully that'll finish off Hela. That's good. That's going to piss Thor off, but we could probably live through one of his major attacks. That's good. I want him to heal that Phoenix, to be quite honest. Because I'm really... Oh, she's probably not going to survive this. Never mind. I don't think it matters. Goodbye. So we'll have to deal with that now. And of course, his Black Bolt is going to give us hell. So we're just going to have to go straight at her, but thankfully he's stealthed everybody else, so it's not hard. Let's throw a heal out there. And then we'll drop a big bomb from my Gear Tier 14 maxed out Phoenix. That'll pretty much be that. Finish off Black Bolts. As you can see, man, I mean, I'm going at this with a double Phoenix strategy, and I'm still, you know, I mean, Maw's he's a speed bump, right? I'm not saying he's nothing. I'm not saying he's nothing, but I can power through him most times. Don't get me wrong. This is a team that occasionally kicks my ass, but I feel like it's kicking my ass more from the BB and Yo-Yo because those are the teams that were occasionally kicking my ass before. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I say, I'm going to swap in a Maw. And we'll see if that works out well for me. But we'll come back. I don't want to spend cores on this, so we'll come back to this in 10 minutes. And we'll check out what we got here. That's great. It's just telling me that she was coming. We knew, like, I'm not that clueless. I knew it was coming. And I got knocked all the way to 13 before the... Ugh. That was a low core reward. That hurt. That felt like spending cores right there. I had a busy day at work. I wasn't able to hit arena at the appropriate time. It is what it is. All right, so we got to get one more arena battle out of the way. But other than that, let's see now. That's coming. Looking forward to that. This kind of character release method is usually pretty easy for me to do well at, because I can just bang out, you know, the hard right off the bat. I mean, a lot of people can, I'm sure. I'm not alone in that. And then I just buy the cheaper energy refreshes every day. And typically by the time this thing's over, you know, I mean, it's costing me a few dollars a day, but by the time it's over, I got a 6 or 7 red star character and I'm ready to go. So that's usually pretty good for me. It's a little more sure, you know, than a Blitz release. Blitz release, man, just... I guess the one thing, what it really comes down to is I'd rather pay $3 a day over the course of a month to get a character to a usable level than I would, you know, having to sit for 2 or 3 straight days do nothing in my life but Blitz, right? Like, I mean, to me, it's just, that's a no-brainer. That's just what I'd rather do. So, I don't know. Anyway, Blitz is really losing its shine for me altogether. So, let's see here. We got supplies that we could look at. Ooh. I really like the calendar offers, but I'm not buying that one. I'm not buying that one. Matter of fact, let's go straight to offers and see what's going on here. Now that's tempting. That's tempting. I might come back and get that gold offer. I could use gold. We don't want that. We don't want that. Nope. Nope. Nippity nope. Now here, this is where they get you. This is where they get you. I might have to take these. We're not super far from an Elite 5. I don't necessarily think this will get me there unless I get a lucky pull. But I'm going to pick it up. Because you never know. Yeah, you never know. I don't get excited opening regular Red Star orbs at all. I do it, but I do it largely just to build up to these Elite orbs because that's where I seem to get everything. So anyway, we like calendar offers, but we're not buying that. That's not terrible, I guess, if $20 ain't so much to you, because God knows he's about to be a really wanted character. But I think most people have pretty much already got Deadpool to a usable level. Oh man, yeah. These mini uniques are the biggest thing that gate my progress. I mean, it's mini uniques and the basic catalyst, essentially, right? Those are the two main things that I find myself wanting and waiting for, right? It's why I'm logging in and checking the store and refreshing it every day. Is that I got a lot of characters I want to get to 14. Dark Dimension 3 is miserable, and I just want a good roster to push me through it and get it the hell over with. It's miserable. So let's see here. I do not like that gold offer near as much. I think that first one that we passed was way better. I think it was $200K for $10. Did I see that right? Yeah, that's way better. Plus 6,000, plus ores, right? A guaranteed 200 plus ores. That's way better. We're a little low on gold, and we got some people we like to raise, so we're gonna pick these offers up. Because like I say, I get most of my gold via energy. Occasionally, man, I've been buying a lot of gear lately, right? A lot of purchases out of the store, and that's raised my gold expenditures up even further. Even though I have fewer characters that need leveling, I got more gear that needs purchased, and it seems to be coming out where I'm spending more. So, we'll gladly take, oh yes, that's a pretty decent pull too. I'll take that. I will take that. Give me them millions. I want them millions. So let's farm the store. Oh, look at our Superior Alpha Flight Kuiper. We need those. We need these bad. Because we're trying to get Corvus to 14. He's so close. He's so close. And he'll be my first 7 Red Star character to reach Gear Tier 14 and cap out. Although I think I still have some T4 abilities I need to buy on him. But I mean, not necessarily need, but could to cap him out, right? Although I usually only do that. Most characters, man, I focus on, as far as T4 abilities, I focus on one team at a time. And if I'm being totally honest with you, man, I do what almost every other player does. I go to Casino's Discord, and I check his Orange Essentials. And I kind of, I give some thought to why he recommends these things. And there's been times that I disagree with him or went a different way, but it's very rare. Most of the time, I check out what he's got to say. And I can't find any evidence to make me think he's wrong. So I go one team at a time and raise what he recommends for the most part. But with arena characters, I throw all that shit to the wind. And whatever characters regularly seeing arena action for me, I just boost everything, right? I want them to be maximized on damage with every ability, because they're not going to be totally, especially with the defense, they're not going to be totally efficient, right? So I just want them to be powerful. They're only efficient when I'm running them, pretty much. So I need them to be powerful. So anyway, yeah, we got that. How are we doing on performance? We could use these performance trackers as well. You see what I mean about buying a lot of shit out of the store? We're just spending gold hand over fist in this store. Now, I think Gravitonium we're okay. Prometheum, we could probably ride on that for a while. I think we're pretty good on laser torches and other tech gear. We can always use more catalysts. Now we're going to go ahead and refresh and see if we can't get one or two more good things. We want Oz formulas. I got almost 100 of them, but we're about to be raising the symbiotes to 14 to get through the city section. And that's almost certainly going to take a lot, right? So, okay, why did I even look at Gravitonium? I know I'm good. I want these catalysts. And I want these alien spores for the same reason. We're about to be raising symbiotes. One more refresh just to see if we get anything that I've been sitting on for a while. With some more alpha flight would be nice. We'll definitely take the spores. We'll take this. We'll take that skill gear. I think I'm good on these. Yeah, I'm pretty good on those. And that'll do it for now. We're not going to bother refreshing for 100. That gets a little steep. So we don't need any of this. Don't need those characters, but we will take the catalysts. We got some orbs to collect, apparently. Probably from a raid that was completed earlier today. And I am, in fact, behind on the U7. It's been going for a while. It probably started up not long after I left for work. But I just, like I said, I had a busy night. Sometimes we all got to take our turn in the barrel. And if you don't know the origin of that particular statement, just don't ask. Just don't ask. Well, I was hoping for catalysts, but I was hoping for T4s. Oh well. Right, I had enough for one more, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Blech. All right, nothing special. All right, moving on to the war. We got these war orbs that we bought, and we love that because usually we get some good stuff out of here. Yeah, that's a lot of good stuff. 75, I love it. 75 catalysts. We didn't get any marrow. I'm pretty bummed about that. And we didn't get any of the, whatever the pink teardrop looking thing for the Mystics is. But you know, so that's disappointing because we need those. But still, it's a lot of shit we need. There's not a whole lot we don't need. There's not a whole lot we're not going to need at some point in the future. So let's see here. We don't really have any war credits to spend, so I'm just wistfully staring at this shit. Oh, wait a minute. But let's go down here and let's spend on some Elite 4 credits. And I'm just going to hold on. I'm only going to buy Elite 4 credits down here. So, we got 3 to spend. Pardon me. So that gives us 3 to open. And then if we get some good pulls that are dupes, then we got a pretty good likelihood that we're going to reach a 5-star Elite. And that'll be sweet. I always like those. There's a pretty good chance of getting something good out of those. So there's a 4-star domino. We needed that. So that's a domino upgrade. So it's not a whole lot of tickets. We maybe won't hit that 5-star now because of this, the 5 Elite. But, you know, that's fine. We'll be close to an Elite 5 regardless. So here we go. Okay, another purple. Fortunately, we got that already. Obviously, that's going to be some credits. And this is likely to be the same thing, but maybe we get lucky. Nah. Same shit. But we're still happy to get, this puts us real close to an Elite 5, and we're pretty happy to get an upgrade on Domino. So let's run to our roster real quick and have a look at Domino. Here she is. So that's not doing us any good at this moment. I could try to go in on orbs just long enough to get her to 4. Might end up being a waste, right? I mean, sometimes I've gone in and gotten a character to 4 or 5 before the event starts, and then by the end of it, I get them to 7 stars, and I'm actually just kind of spinning my wheels for the last week of the event a lot of times, or a few times at least, to be fair, a few times. A couple of characters that's happened. Still, but having that 4th red kind of makes me want to at least try to get her to that 4th yellow star. So I'm on the fence on this, but I got enough money now I can probably get her to 75 as well, or close to it. Oh yeah, we can do it. We can do it. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So that'll get her to 52. We're getting up to some respectable numbers now. She's at gear tier 13, and I know I can put some gear on her, but I'm actually hesitant to do that. I got so many other characters that need to get to 14, and I don't really have any plans to take her into Dark Dimension 3. That's not really in the cards right now, and I'm almost done with the global section. So what I need now are cosmics, and then cities, and you know. And if it gets, I think it might open up at the end where you can use anybody. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to double check. But even then, I probably wouldn't use her, right? So let's go and back to the store and whale out a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, I missed those trackers. I should have bought those. All right. My eye caught that as I was coming through. So we're gonna go to orbs, and we're gonna go down here to the Lucky Lady orb. And oh shit, no, okay, I'm wrong. I can't even buy these right now. Okay, so we're just gonna have to live with the 3 stars as they are, and that's cool because you know everybody else is having to do it as well. But that it's only gonna be a few days before that event comes out. I would have liked to have to jacked her just a little bit so that I can maybe make a video tomorrow. Hang on a minute. I got a request for information from a coworker, and he's a pretty decent guy, so probably almost fit a swift enough response. And since there's only 2 or 3 of us here, I do apologize for the short delay, but this won't take long. We just recently had a big like post-COVID shuffle, right, at my plant. I work at a big automotive plant, and we got a lot of guys. I'm in maintenance, and we got a lot of guys who are in like new departments and new areas, and they're trying to learn new equipment and how to fix it. And so I'm fielding a lot of texts off hours lately with people who are just basically trying to figure out how to fucking solve a problem. And if I can give them some small bit of help in that, I mean, what kind of dick would I be to not do that, right? So anyway, so that's as good as we're going to be able to get Domino. I'd like to jack her a little bit. Like I said, I would like to be able to go in with like a 5-star Domino tomorrow and make a video for people to look at on YouTube. But since that's not going to happen, let's just move on with our regular play. We've got her pretty well, you know, we got a solid foundation on her now, so, you know, we're good. 52K. Is it's low end of my roster, right? You know, but I'm 10 million, so it's like, you know, I got first world problems, I guess. Nothing really to complain about here. And we got the red star, right, that we wanted. I really wanted to get her 5 or 6, obviously, but 4 is good for me, and we'll just catch up to that eventually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend what energy we have. I don't think that was enough. Of these, let me check. It doesn't look like it. Cause yeah, I'm gonna need a few of these Alpha Flight ciphers. So that's not gonna help any. Let's see now. So here we go. We're gonna go to Cosmic because we're working Cosmic characters to take into Dark Dimension 3. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I really kind of think I want to go ahead and get Minerva to tier 14. She may or may not be a good character. I mean, as it is, it doesn't feel like tanking or healing can really keep up with the characters that we're seeing in Dark Dimension 3. But you know what? This is a character that was brutally effective against Dark Dimension 2, which wasn't nearly as strong, and largely because her health steal does a percentage, and these NPCs we're facing have fuck tons of hit points, so a percentage is way better than a base amount. And on top of that, you're not really counting on tanking and healing with her. You're mostly just, you know, gonna just res whoever goes down. So I would like to get her to gear tier 14 and take her into DD3 if possible. So we're gonna need to farm. It looks like I thought I was good on tech gear, but it looks like I was wrong. I don't know. I don't want to fight that. Come on, get out of here. Stop it. Stop it, game. What kind of foolish games are you playing? Alright, so yeah, we'll refresh one more. I doubt I'm going to get this thing finished. I mean, who knows? Actually, I might. Okay, fine. Close. But no cigar. So let's double check the store and make sure we didn't pass up any of that. I don't think we did. I don't think that we did. Oh, I didn't really even look at this. Mantis. Yeah, Mantis. Either Mantis or Rescue is really not on my radar for that, so we're going to let that go. I wished I had a few more war credits maybe, but even then I don't see what I need to buy, so forget that. Yeah, okay, so we're just kind of hung for the moment. We've spent our energy, so that's good. We're on to the next thing. So I think it's been 10 minutes, or it's probably been close to it. Let's check the arena again. Because we lost a lot of ground today that we're going to need to catch up on. Sparta. Everybody's always so damn cookie cutter, man. So it seems like the three critical characters that everybody, you know, I mean, I totally agree on Black Bolt and Yo-Yo, don't get me wrong. And XPT30 here does not have a Yo-Yo. So let's go ahead and hit him. I totally agree on Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. I'm iffy on them all. I get it that he makes things harder for Phoenixes, but how many people are you really killing on that one turn, that your ability blocker? How effective really is that? The very next round, she's dropping that big bomb on your head, and if anybody's still alive, she can just heal after that. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's not a road bump or it's not a speed bump. It is a speed bump. It sucks. It gets in your way, but sometimes it gets resisted, and sometimes it doesn't get resisted, and you just power right through it anyway. So I'm not sold that it's the end all be all of the arena meta. You know, but I mean, I can't really formulate that opinion fully until I at least try it out. So currently, my defense does not have a maul on it, and I got a better maul than all these guys. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and clone myself 2 Phoenixes here. I really don't want to fool with that. Don't want to fool with that. So I'm just gonna hit her with a basic. I ain't killed her any damn way. Okay. Alright, so he doesn't have a maul, does he? No, he does not. Alright, so anyway, here we go. We're just going to start smacking these people with all the flamey goodness. She's going to heal them up a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, and then we're going to try to recover. Oh, good. He's not taunting, so we can try to pull her off the board. And let's do that. We got to kill her before she gets a chance to do that ultimate. God, dead. Captain Marvel is such a pain in the ass. But now I want to get to a Phoenix Ultimates. I'm pretty sure that's going to wrap this thing up, right? Especially with Black Bolt backing it up. That's going to be it. Yeah, pretty much. And then Black Bolt's going to come in here, and that thing is just devastating, so there you go. Alright. Hello and good evening if you're just joining us. My name is Vac and this is Mortytown TV. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Alright, let's see here. My phone is trying to tell me that I should recruit Phoenix and hurry and do it now. As if I have not had a 7 Red Star Phoenix since the dawn of time. I don't know what these people... actually, I did not get Phoenix on the first pass. I was a second pass 7-star Phoenix. In fact, Maul was the first legendary that I got at 7 stars on the first pass. That was kind of a milestone for me. So anyway, we'll come back to this in 10 minutes, roughly. And we'll go back to what we were doing. But that does finish it out on our daily rewards, and we get our ever so important Wolverine shards. I mean, what would I do without these Wolverine shards? Now, I did see something that piqued my interest. There was something in the data mines from Casino Data Mines earlier today. Something to the effect in the data mines of they're redoing what happens if you pull a dupe on a character that you have 7 red stars on, or if you just get shards on a character that you have 7 red stars on. Apparently there's going to be like a new kind of currency that you get when that happens that you then use to buy Ultimate shards. And I guess Ultimate shards are going to have further rewards besides character shards, which is good for me because there are very few characters in that orb that I really care about. So I get Ultimate shards, I open Ultimate's orb, I get more Ultimate shards, I open more Ultimate's orbs, and then it's just this big treadmill of fuck all nothing, to be quite honest. If they could fix that, I mean, I never thought that would be very high on their priority list because that's surely a first whale problem, right? But if they are addressing that, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. So looks like we got the high roller thing wrapped up here. Of course, we lost the we lost the really good rewards, but we did get the purple tickets back where we can buy catalysts. Now it's tier 3, so I don't really need them that badly, but I'll take them because it seems like every new character that I get, I got to do a little T3 farming. I'm not quite at that point. I haven't had to do any T2 farming in freaking ever, right? It's been a while. But I haven't quite put T3 far enough in my rear view that I'm at that point yet. So I'll take more. And I'll take that. So anyway, we'll pick up the catalyst. I always buy the catalyst, I mean, I could buy tech gear or whatever, but catalyst just, doesn't matter what kind of character I'm raising. You need catalyst. And so that tends to really run out first for me. I know how it is, right? When you're building up early on in the game, you'll end up with 3,000, 4,000, 6,000 catalysts, and you're like, oh shit, I'm never going to run out of these. Well, now, when you really start to widely building up your roster, you do. You totally do. Especially when you get toward the upper reaches. I mean, shit, 300 basic catalysts to get a gear tier 14 piece? That takes me days. There's only 3 nodes you can farm that out of. It takes me forever. Here we go. Always take T4 gear. Bring it on. All right. So now that's wrapped up. Energy spent. Daily's done. That pretty much is leaving us with arena and raid. So I ain't been 10 minutes yet. Yeah, we got 10. We still got mostly 10 minutes. Who's up here right now? We're gonna hit unclouded for sure. That Black Order team, man, it's great on offense. It's fantastic in war, particularly on offense. But that defense, it just doesn't do it. Okay, yeah, that's trolling me. There's nothing to quit clicking that red dot. Done my blitzing for the day. We've done everything on Alliance. So yeah, we're definitely down to just raids, pretty much. And we need more. All right. If you got any energy to spend more, to get out there and spend it. We need to get an Ultimates raid going. Okay, so for now, just so you know, as you might have seen me mention at the top of the broadcast, I have a free-to-play account. My brother's account. It's tied to his Google, but he lives right here next door to me. And he just hasn't been playing of late, and so when he fell off, I picked up the slack. I started playing the account for him. It was the COVID that kind of put him in a position where he didn't have time to play. And now you know how it is. He's kind of a game that takes this much daily investment, and you kind of get out of the habit of it again. It's hard to get back into it, right? So that's pretty much that. And one day I probably will lay this account down and just recruit another live player to the alliance, which you know, but it's going to have to be a live player with a better roster. I can't give this one away. It's got his credit card tied to it and everything. We have some accounts that are just kind of free floating. So this is Baxos. Baxos has some energy to spend. We got a few things to knock out here. So rather than just let you sit there and stare over at Back, who ain't doing nothing for right now, you can ride along on this with me. So I have 2 concurrent play experiences that are vastly different. I'm playing a whale. I've always thought of myself as a dolphin, but it's hard to deny I'm a whale when I get up in the top 100. And then I'm playing a free-to-play account at the same time. So anyway, 338 reward. That's one of the goals that I'm gonna. Right now, my main goal on Baxos is to finish out all of the campaign nodes so that I can properly farm with him. But then my next goal after that is going to be to fashion a better arena team. And I've already done some work on that. When I first inherited the account a while back, he was playing Defenders, which is probably about his highest collection power team in the arena. And that's great and all, but he had hit that, they do great for a while, then you hit a ceiling, and you're facing a bunch of people with Magnetos and Phoenixes, and you just get where you can't go no damn where. And that's where he was at. So I got an Ultron on him, and I swapped to a BKT setup. And it's not perfect, but he did jump about 180, 200 spots. So that's a few more cores every day. It's not significant, but we'll take it. And now he's not going to make this Phoenix raid. I really wished he would, but it's probably not going to happen unless I pull a hand assassin out of a mega orb or something like that. It's probably just not going to happen. So we'll have her for sure next time, and if we're lucky, maybe we'll have her to 7. Although that I'm skeptical of, because it's pretty slow grinding as a free-to-play player. I mean, it's slow. My personal feelings are, and I'm having fun playing this, and I wouldn't discourage anybody from playing something they're having fun at, but my personal feeling is that the game is really made for paying customers, and basically free-to-play is there as an option because it pads the numbers on the app, and it look at all these people we got playing, and they kind of serve as I hate to say this, it's callous perhaps, but no lives have been lost here. But they serve as cannon fodder for the paying customer, essentially. And really, that's not universal. All right, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I know some free-to-play players who really are effective. But I think that's the exception, not the rule. So, oh man, them Ghost Rider shards are nice. We ain't got him on farm just yet. Alright, so let's see here. Supplies, what would we like to buy with Baxos? Really not a lot. We do need tech gear, but I think he's alright. Let's have a look at his daily objectives really quick. What's going on here? We need arena. We do need to buy some stuff we need to buy some stuff in the store. I do all the time. That's all I do on back, and then I barely ever do it on backs, just because he ain't got the money. I ain't got the wherewithal, I suppose it's fair to say. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead. He needs that for sure. There's 3 items. We're gonna get some strife shards because that's what he's working on. We don't need them 3 knuckleheads. We do not. But we'll go down here and look see if he's got any. Nah. We basically need what we need. What we need to do is be raising Ultron. We're working on a new Phoenix. So Heimdall, definitely, he's got a pretty decent Asgard that needs some work. So we'll pick up that Heimdall. I think he's got Carnage. Yeah, well he doesn't have Carnage done, but I'm doing with this account exactly what I did with my paid account. Is I farmed everybody to 6 stars, and then I let off the gas, and I went to a new character, and then I let orbs, except barring characters, of course, that can only be farmed out of the store and the like. I laid into the gas on those, but everybody else, if they were in an orb somewhere, I stopped at 6, and I just let orbs fill me out and finish me up to 7. and that worked out pretty good. Because I mean, I was, war had just come out at the time, and I was really looking to build wide anyway. So let's see here. We got 7,000 war credits to spend on Baxos. I'm gonna skip all this for right now and go down here and see what he's got. We definitely want that. I think he needs those. Let's see here. Yeah. Nope. You'd probably be okay there. I don't think we're going to raise any skill characters right now. Could live with that. It's got quite a bit of T4 material saved up. In no small part because he recently finished Dark Dimension 2 on a time run. Probably going to need these. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of those, and then we're going to save the rest of those. Really, I like to mostly spend these war credits on characters, and he's still farming Sif, right? So I want to have some there in case I come back later and there's some Sif shards. So let's see now. He doesn't really need to upgrade any of these people here. Yeah, so we're just going to continue to accumulate his upgrade tokens and move on. So he's got some energy he wants to spend. We're not buying that. We'd love to, but we're not going to. So let's see. As you can see, I am farming all of the favorited characters here. Those are the characters sitting at the top of the roster that I'm farming shards on every day. I'm farming these two AIM characters because I'm working as AIM team in order to carry them through the end of the villains campaign. I find the AIM team to be one of the better teams for that. You can go AIM Tron if you prefer. In fact, that might be a better option on him. I might try that to finish out those last two nodes. And let's see here. So we've already farmed all these characters for the day. I'm pretty sure, unless I was just zoned out this morning and skipped it. But I don't think I did. No, we got them. So what we want to do now is look into raising this AIM team. Got them about almost all of them to 50K. So that's, like a 250K team. That's pretty respectable. And that's what we're looking for. So we got, let's see, 49.9, 49.8. That's going to put Scientist Supreme as the weakest one. We'll try to go ahead and get her to 12 if we can. We may not have the energy, but that'd be all right. We're just, this is a game of daily progress. Just plugging away at it a little bit at a time. Daily progress. And that's simply the way to approach it, right? If you start getting too antsy about finishing, so every time I do at least, that's when I start spending more money than I really should. I like to at least reserve a little extra money for the rest of my entertainment budget. I mean, I'm certainly not going out to eat and such as that very often lately. Not spending money in bars anymore, which I was one to maybe go out for a drink occasionally before. So all that's over with the whole COVID thing, and I might as well continue to put my money towards something that brings me some level of joy. So, let's see now. Yeah, so we're definitely not going to have enough. I'm going to hold off on this actually. I'm going to keep this 20 energy, and as an experiment, we're going to pull back out. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to go to the campaign nodes, and we're going to see if we can't rack out that next campaign node with Baxos. Wait a minute. Did I never finish that? Really? Alright. He still needs to do the last Mystic. We don't really need to farm Vision. I still need the last Nexus. And I still need the last 3 villains. So anyway, we're really hoping to get through these villains. We got Hell on Farm. That's the main thing, right? But we're still just for the sake of being comprehensive, we want to go ahead and get the rest of this completed. So this is our AIM team. As a matter of fact, I am going to go ahead and try to throw Ultron in here. That probably will work a little better. Let's try. This is what they call an AIM-tron team. Just the articulation on that arm and that toad artwork is freaky to me. There are joints there that should not exist. But I guess, I mean, he's a mutant, right? I knew a guy with 6 toes once. So anyway, yeah. We'll see how we do. Don't seem to be hitting us too hard. If we can build up critical mass with Ultron, we'd probably be in good shape here. Oh, we need to get that yo-yo dead. That's what we need to do. ASAP. It's a lot of negative effects. Wow. But it doesn't seem to be cracking the old health bar too hard. So there's that. And of course, you know, this is AIM, so they're going to flip those or just get rid of them at some point. The immunization passive on security is pretty good. There we go. Annoying Miss Marvel. So yeah, let's definitely try to get Yo-Yo dead before somebody heals her. And we're just going to have to hope somebody doesn't res her. Alright, that's good. That's good. So there we go. We basically effectively just doubled our damage. And that, yeah, it seems to be playing out. So yeah, now that Medic's dead, we definitely want to get Coulson out. He's probably going to hurt us the worst. And yeah, no, it's just, shoot. This is way easier. Way easier. Who would have thunk something would go easier if you know, spent a few weeks raising a team and then added Ultron to it. I wouldn't, you know, I'm totally aghast and shocked. I'm so surprised. But maybe we can go ahead and, yeah, knock this out. This will be one project that we can get off our list for the free-to-play account. 3 stars. And there we go. Now we got some skill gear we can farm too, and that will be handy down the road. So next up, I mean, you expect load screens to be long after a patch, but I ain't got nothing to download. Alright, here we go. It's definitely Black Widow. We usually just get to shoot her once and she goes into stealth, but she's who you want to hit first. She's who you want to kill first, at least, if you can. But alright, we're going to roll it along here. I'm going to focus on War Machine. And, what's that? I don't know. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? There's something going on over here. We're having technical difficulties. Oh my God, there's something coming into the house. It's got a flame. It's burning stuff up. I'm being vandalized. Oh. Never mind, we're good. We're cool. It's fine. It was nothing. It was totally a false alarm. So, yeah, it looks like we're rolling pretty good through this node. Scientist Supreme is a little low. And if she goes down, then yeah, we're pretty much definitely not getting a 3-star. But hopefully we can persevere. As it is, we're reaching critical mass on Ultron bots. We're throwing out good damage. I'm liking our odds. These are the last 3 guys. Right? 2 guys. Oh, that hurt. Oh, she just barely lived through that. That was actually pretty close. That was actually pretty damn close. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? But still, who doesn't like to win more than they like to lose? Okay, so there's that. Where do we go next, YouTube? Let's see. We spent our energy. We've probably got a few little things to pick up. We're gonna chase these red circles. Kind of the name of this game. Kinda. I always say that. It's an expression I overuse. The name of the game is Marvel Strike Force. Just if you're confused about that. And I apologize if so. Let's see now. A serendipity orb. So we can get that for shards, right? But I mean, it's 500 cores, and you might get a couple of characters. Who all drops out of this? All right, so it's guaranteed to have Domino on the left and right pillar. We may buy some of these with Vac and see if we can't get her to that 4th. Since we have the 4 red stars, I'd really love to get that 4th gold star on her and do some experimentation and maybe film that. Because I've been prolific. I'm cranking out those streams here, but I really think that if we really want to put eyes on the channel, we need to make some short form content, 10 to 15 minute long videos, try to answer some questions for people, right? I mean, I might try streaming on Twitch and YouTube back and forth every week and just see how that goes. I don't know. I haven't really made my mind up on that yet. I mean, part of me wants to just kind of dedicate myself to the YouTube platform since there's a big war going on for market share, but from where I'm sitting, man, it kind of looks like YouTube's already won, and people just aren't admitting it yet. You know. You say you're a streamer, and people are like, oh, okay, whatever. You say you're a YouTuber, and people are like, oh, tell me more. Because in people's minds, YouTube is synonymous with the business, and that generally means YouTube has already won the battle, right? It's done and over with. So anyway, we're going to save that. All right, nothing else to pick up there. So he needs to do a couple of arena battles as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one arena battle on Baxos. Then we're going to swap back over to Vac. We're going to do an arena battle on him. I'm going to pick on that Black Order team probably. And then I'm going to swap Maul into my defense somewhere, and we'll see where I'm at in the morning. I took a pretty precipitous drop today. I started the day off at 3, and here I am 12 hours later, and I was all the way down to 17, something like that. I haven't had a drop. I'm tongue-tied. I have not dropped out of the top 10 in some time. So maybe change is in order. I'm not trying to be a fixed. I have in my head a notion of what the best characters are, and there's certainly I'm leaning toward the ones that I've already raised up to the level they need to be. But it never hurts to try new things. Now I'm not just totally sold that just because everybody else in my shard is using a certain configuration that's exactly what I should be doing. But we're gonna at least try it and see if it does any better. I do know that every time I put Black Order on my defense, even though I got the best Black Order on the shard, I just, so I'm not doing that anymore. And I did some testing with some guys that confirmed for me that Black Order team was way easier to beat than my previous team. I have no idea who to attack with these guys. Like I said, we have an Ultron version of BKT, Look at Skilled wailing out. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Yeah. That's my recruit. I need guys that know what they're doing. And, I don't need, but it helps to have guys that know what they're doing and have a little disposable income. Don't get me wrong. Skill's got two young kids. He's got a good job. He's got a little money to spend, but he's not going to come out here and spend thousands of dollars. The guy's got a family. It's not going to happen. But just a few dollars a day will put you into serious contention over time. And I've stressed that point to him. So, now granted, I think he spent more than a few dollars on them tier 4s right there. But, that's his dollars to spend. We ain't gonna make no judgments. I've spent my share. I think I've spent about $100 at least in this stream. All right, who the hell am I going to take with these guys? I really don't get lots of good options. So I guess it looks like we're going to have to try for an Asgard team. So let's go after. Let's think big, and instead of going after one spot, let's go all the way try to get this guy at 295. I think if I can get out here and bang bang and take down one of these people quick, it's more than doable, even though it's a pretty good punch up. Especially if we can somehow get a good turn of events and get Thor out of the way first. That was a horrible way to start. This is what people mean when they say RNG. It's random who they're going to attack at first generally. And them attacking Minerva is only a 1 in 5 chance that they attack Minerva, right? But she's the last one you want them on. And if they manage to kill her early in this matchup, there's no recovering. This team is done if she's gone. So we're going to see if we can take Thor out real quick. It doesn't look likely. In fact, they're going to go ahead and kill Minerva. See, so we're screwed. So we're just going to autoplay this out. He's going to lose probably. But we just need to get credit for 2. It's like it's going to be a difference of, a few cores, not a whole lot if he does or does not win this fight. The chances of us getting him down to the 200s, it's not nothing, right? I've gotten him down there a few times before, but he gets knocked back up to the mid 3s pretty quick. He's sending me a picture of his Phoenix. Yes, he is, and he says he's getting there. He's pretty proud of it, and I don't blame him. I'd be proud of it too. I hate to be rude to anyone. So I'm going to try to, while this is auto-playing, it looks like he's hanging on, but he's losing. He's losing. And I'm going to go ahead and try to return this text. All right. So I haven't had any engagement in the chat today. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, any kind of suggestion, personal questions, game questions, whatever you got, bring them on. I reserve the right to not answer, obviously, but I'm here to help the best I can. So yeah, and we got some new people popped in, so I just wanted to say hey. If you're new here, my name is Vac. You're in Mortytown TV, obviously. We call it that. We're playing a Marvel game, Marvel Strike Force, but we call it Mortytown TV because we are my alliance that I run. We are the Mortytown Locos, and we're a Gold 2 guild, up and comer, I guess is the way I'd like to say it. So that's all. That's all for for Baxos for the moment. So let's go ahead and change our view back and look at the big guy. All right. So he has, we pretty much knocked out everything we want to do except arena and raids. And we're a little short on starting that U7 raid. I'd sure like to do that. So we're going to go look at Arena. We're going to see if Unclouded is still hanging around at number 3, and he is. Please pardon me. Got some dust lodged up in my nose there. That or I got COVID. I don't know. We'll know in a week or two, right? Have a good day, Mr. Sander. All right, so they got a pretty good opening salvo, Black Order. I believe this team, I've fought this team now since since BO came along. I have fought this team close to a dozen, somewhere in the 10 to 15 range. Once or twice, sometimes every day. And I don't find them, like I say, they're not pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. We'll go ahead and hit him with this, but he's not going to die, and then we're going to clone him. Pretty much the same rhythm every time we play. And it generally goes, I think all but one has gone our way. Oh, yeah. I love museums, man. I'm a big history guy under any circumstance. Hello and welcome to those of you joining us. I'm seeing some new numbers pop in. My name is Vac. We're playing Marvel Strike Force. You found your way to the Mortytown TV corner of the internet. So right now we're in the middle of arena battle. We're taking out the number 3 spot, working our way back up. I dropped an alarming number of spots today. Let's see here. There we go. All right, who does that kill? Oh, shit. We may be in trouble. This may be that one time. Or the second time. We're never totally out of it as long as we got Black Bolt. But like the last time, actually, let's shift off of him. Usually we kill Ebony Maw, or Cull Obsidian, and move on from there. Yeah, we're in trouble here. We're in serious trouble here. Yeah, we're done. That's it. Happens, right? Twerp, what do you say, bud? So there you go. Maybe I'm being a little hard on this Black Order team. But not really. Not really. Fight them every day and they beat me twice. It's going to happen occasionally. Many of the guys that I talk to in arena complain about having to take 2 or 3 attempts to get through mine. That may have made some effect, Nathan, because it's gotten a little harder, but not terribly harder. Let's go ahead and back over there, and we'll put in an experimental defense. I'll let you see. This is the offense I've been using for freaking ever, right? I haven't really been compelled to change it too much. Like all the Maws. I'm wondering if people aren't using Phoenix anymore. But I don't know about that. So this is the defense that I've been toting for a good long while. And I'm not sure where I would put a Maw into this mix. Either way, it makes me weaker. insofar as team power. But we'll see. I really feel like probably Phoenix. Probably Phoenix is the person to replace. It's just an experiment. We're going to run it for a day or two and see how it goes. 470 is still more than respectable. Well, but man, I'd like to have as close to 500K as possible on both of these arena squads. So anyway, we'll come back to this in a minute. That's about all we got to do on that. Let's have a look at the raids here. We're getting there. 14K. You get out there, Morty. Let's spend some energy. We need to get a U7 going. All right. Let's see now. When I speak to Morty, by the way, if you're new here, I'm talking to my guild mates basically. We're all Mortys, right? Everybody's Morty. That's the joke. Anyway. I'm trolling myself. I knew that wasn't nothing. All right, so we'll leave arena for a second. What we're going to do is swap back over to Baxos. No, he's got 5 minutes left, so we're not. So we might as well go ahead and do the raid we got for the moment. And I will set up Baxos to do the same in coordination. So it looks like the way to go here is going to be Strike Team 2 because JD's busy, I reckon, which is perfectly fine. And honestly, man, I get upset about the people who don't join at all, right? Like if you ain't got time to play that day, we never really have gotten too anal about that unless you make a habit of it. But if you're not going to play, do this, right? Like maybe JD is got something going on in his life tonight and he ain't going to be able to put a whole lot of time into raid, okay? That's cool, right? I mean, sure, we'd rather he would, but it's cool if he doesn't, right? Like I say, as long as you don't make it a habit, we're not that kind of guild. But if you're going to do that, join. So you get some rewards, right? You'll get bottom of the list rewards, but bottom of the list rewards is way better than no damn rewards. And when I see people who are not participating and not even trying to get a fucking reward at all and further themselves, then I'm just seeing dead weight. And I hate that I got to see 2 or 3 people doing that every day. And that's why we cut Mortys occasionally. Because there's a billion Mortys out there. And we want the best ones. And if people fall off, then we're going to have to make a move. So anyway. And I only say that because the Mortys that I got who are trying so hard every day deserve it. They deserve to be surrounded by people who are pitching in just as hard as they are. This is weird. Okay, JD does have time to go crack jokes in Discord. Okay, so I'm sorry, back to the action. So we're looking at VAC, pardon me, and we're going to join this Gamma raid. So I think what I'm going to do, I mean, it seems like the middle lanes are typically the easier. Most people have those teams. And so I don't want to step on nobody's toes. Fewer people have the teams out here on the outside lane, so that's kind of the way I try to go. And I mean, Baxos might really be more in the former camp, or the latter camp. But I like to take him up the same wing that I'm in. So we're gonna join in with Baxos here. We have the 3 of us sitting here with JD having a party, and then we're going to move on and do some raids. So I'll take the Spider-Verse lane, and we'll just keep that on camera because that's way cooler to watch than watching his Guardians. Not that his Guardians aren't solid. I do think probably that the symbiotes make for better TV. And it might be a team that more people want to see if they're tuning in, watching the recording of this broadcast down the road. Or there's those of you sitting in here now, although if you disagree, pipe out. I'll show y'all whatever you want to see. I don't care. All right, so we're definitely gonna start up on Thor, put them on autoplay. Those damn Hulks. Pulled a 7 Red Star Hulk in like my first stream. I really need to think about jacking that sucker. He was at 6 before, so it's not like a huge difference. And he's not on that impactful a team. But still, every 7 Red Star puts a smile on my face. There we go, moving right along. Baxos is making good progress over there in his. And these symbiotes, man, they hardly ever even end a fight with a single hit point going off that toll. They're fairly effective, particularly in raid. They have their uses in war. I'd say 2 out of 3 wars, I take out a good Asgard team with them. They have their uses. They're probably, that's sort of the niche that they've found themselves in on my roster, but I wouldn't say really that that's their niche. It's not like in the same sense that Sinister Six has a niche, right? Sinister Six is there basically to kill city teams, so that basically means defenders, and that goes for whoever the hell you are. It doesn't matter, right? You can kind of branch out with these symbiotes and kill a lot of teams, to be quite honest, particularly if it's a punch down or a punch across. You got pretty good odds against a lot of people. I am at, I believe, 9 7 Red Star characters at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's how that works out because if you sort by Red Stars, I'm 1 character short from the whole first page being 7 Red Star characters. And I'm pretty sure it's 5 per row, so that'd be 9. I'm pretty sure it's 9. At one point, I was on Casino's stream comparing how many 7 Red Stars I had. I think I had 8 that day, and I've gained 1 since then, so pretty sure it's 9. Pretty sure it's 9. And I was showing off my Red Stars on Corvus that day. And Casino was kind enough to put it on the stream and give me a shout out. It has given me a shout out a time or two since. But I did not end up really kind of winning the contest of Red Stars that day. He was aghast. He hadn't seen that many Red Stars. I sent him. He didn't believe me when I told him how many I had because he asked me how many I had. And so I sent him screenshots of it all in Discord, and he kind of showed off my roster for a minute there. And but then it wasn't but minutes after that, man, and somebody else came in with more, and somebody else came in with more than that guy, and yeah, I think it was 11 or 12 7 Red Star characters was what, at least that was the max out of the people in Casino's stream that day, right? So especially them guys that are up above me, on the power boards, those guys have got to have probably 15 or more, but who knows? They couldn't possibly have bought that many more Red Star orbs than me because I've bought probably 80% of the offers. There have been times that I've let off the gas because it just didn't feel like it was worth the effort. And of course, right at the start of COVID, I was like, let me be cool for a little while and see how this is going to go, right? But things started, things went well, and I haven't really hurt too bad in that regard. So, and now, especially now that they keep revamping the Red Star system, I feel like they're worth my money because they really do advance my roster. Slowly but surely, but shit, that's how everything works in this game. So anyway, we get done with the raid here. We get a lull. I'll show you the roster and the Red Stars. I can't name them all offhand. I mean, I could probably name most of them. I got Hulk. I got the 2 on AIM, so that's AIM Security and AIM Assaulter. I got Kree Noble. I got Black Panther. Let's see. Hulk, obviously, I pulled the other day. Heimdall 7 Red Stars. There's a couple more, right? I'm blanking. See, this is why we just need to go look at the roster. I don't know why on earth that my memory is so bad. Oh my God, the lights went out. What happened? We had a blackout. I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. I don't know why. I just can't seem to remember nothing. It's terrible. It's a travesty getting old, I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Don't get old. So anyway, it would be instinctual to just kind of follow the lane that I've been following here, but in truth, we want to peel off and take the Kree hand side, because then the Kree Ravager side is a little easier for Baxos. That's not the team we want to use. In fact, we don't really want to take any hand at all. What we want to do is grab our Kree team right here, and we don't need a tank, and we don't need you. We could use you, but we're going to take these two instead. Blah. That's going to be the team that's going to clear these nodes. While I engage with Baxos' slightly less impressive version, but he'll also get it done. Yeah, I would love 15-7 Red Stars, right? I mean, good Lord. I mean, even if some of them were terrible, right? Like, you give me a 7 Red Star Merc Soldier, or, Kree, whatever the hell that healer's called, Oracle. Those guys are terrible, but I'd take it, if I could get, 5 other good ones. That'd be awesome. Sure. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd totally do that. So, okay, let's see here. Noble scares me the most here, so we'll start with her. I don't think it matters a whole lot. I would certainly love to have a significant jump in the number of 7 Red Stars. But honestly, and you'll see this when I go back to my roster, it's so RNG, man. It's so RNG. And it's not just important how many 7 Red Stars you got, but who they're on and how they're applied. And in many cases, I find that, the true stars of my roster are 6s, right? All the best characters that I got are all 6s. I got a lot of, 6 Red Star Gear Tier 14 characters. And it's just worked out that way. That's just how things, it's just the RNG nature of it. And most of the 7 Red Stars I pulled are not on bad characters per se. My first one was on Kree Noble. My second one was on AIM Security. And I was pretty bummed about AIM Security when I got it, right? I thought, oh, this is shit. My first one was a minion, and I was hoping to get something better on this second one. And now, granted, I have not had the trials and tribulations that a guy like Casino's had. It took him forever to get his first one. And I can understand that might be seriously frustrating. But when I pulled that second one, and legitimately frustrating, right? But when I pulled that second one and it was aim security, I was pretty bummed about it, right? I mean, I didn't have a camera to bitch out about it, but I was pretty bummed about it. And I kind of felt like I got a raw deal. But man, I mean, just the way the game works, and man, it was, you know, wasn't that long later, the whole team gets reworked, and all of a sudden, I got an incredible aim team. Loving it, right? So, you know, hang in there, kids. Shit can get better. It'll get worse too, but that's just the nature of things. All right, we need to get Sentry out of the way. All right. Easy peasy. I am pretty stoked to be as close to an Elite 5 as I am, because it was not that long ago I opened one. Pretty sure we can go review the tape and it'll just be a day or two. Alright, so I don't think we're going to spend, we're definitely not spending 100 cores on this. So that's going to be that for him. Giving Smockin a run for his money. Masks on the way, Smockin. The mask's on the way. I'm going to use that as my COVID mask out and about too. I'm wearing that fucker everywhere. So anyway, if you're not privy, I got a Crossbones mask on the way. Might do a stream in one, but it's gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool up on the shelf regardless. I'll put it on one of those, those dummy heads, those display heads like they got in the fancy stores. So yeah, okay. We really need 400 more Ultimus keys. Because we're pretty short on stuff to do otherwise, so we're going to go over here and see if we can't take another crack at this Black Order team. That last one didn't go my way. But again, that's kind of the RNG nature of things sometimes. I used to have this arena shard on lock, right? I got myself to number 1, and I swear for a period of almost a month, I think I got knocked off my seat twice, and I just took it right back, right? Like, I mean, most people never even attacked me. But I think I was the only guy around that had a jacked yo-yo Black Bolt combination. And it got really easy there. I kind of got complacent. And now things have got really stiff competition so far. I think we got merged with another shard, and we started seeing some new people around, regardless, however it happened. But I'm pretty sure we got merged. And so now the competition is pretty stiff, and everything comes down to who's sniping at the last minute. But we are seeing some shifts in the composition here. This guy's still the only guy rolling with a full Black Order. Everybody else has got some kind of hybrid. That was a good shot. All right, see, there you go. His ability block did not land. But they did on the last run. They managed to kill Phoenix before she was able to ult. And I think that was probably from a good Corvus attack. And of course that hurts. That thing always hurts. That thing always hurts. He's dropping moons on us. What do you expect, right? Stay alive, yo-yo. I like it better when they go after Ultron. That's usually the best effect for me. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, that's the thing. You're wearing away on that tank, but if you can get through him or around him, the rest of the people out there, aside from Thanos, are fairly squishy and can go down pretty quick against a well-composed team. But like I said, every fight in Arena for me is at least somewhat close now. There's nobody getting destroyed out here. We're all pretty even. And that's sort of the nature of things, right? Like when I was running the Roost a while back, I had a composition with characters that have now proven to be some of the best composition, or at least some combination in that vicinity. And what happened is that I capped those characters out, right? Black Bolt. You guys, a lot of the guys that are in here will have seen this on our Discord, where I was, done with this character, done with this character, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo done, Phoenix done, all done. Ultron done. Everybody's gear tier 14. Everybody's capped out. Got level 7 abilities. Everybody's done, right? And the only thing I could possibly do to make those characters better is get lucky and pull some red star orbs, and that's the point where everybody else in the arena shard started to slowly creep up on me until now. There's nothing I can do. I can't pull away, right? So now we're at a point where we got a lot of jacked out accounts over here, and everybody is fighting at a tight level. And I gotta admit, one of the more impressive guys is Insane Native. Insane Native has he claims to be a free-to-play player, and I have no reason to doubt him. The guy's always been on the level with me. I kind of have reasons to believe him. He was using a Cyclops up until not long ago, and Lord knows if I was going to put money into anything, it'd be putting money into more Phoenix Red Stars. But so he performs well. The guy's a sharp player. But everybody else around here, I'm pretty sure everybody else is a paying customer. So anyway, I'm not sure that we really want to push on anywhere from there. We might come back here in a little while and see about hitting the number 2. See if we can pop it off. That certainly looks like a doable team to me. That looks like a doable team to me. And then Native, if he's still sitting there tomorrow when it's time to go take number 1, then I'm going to have to hit Native. But I always try to be a gentleman about it and hit him from number 2. If it's somebody I don't know, whatever, just whatever's convenient. But I know the guy, so we'll get to number 2, and then we'll hit him from there when the appropriate time comes along. If we even hold that number 2 slot, I don't know how this Maw is going to hold up. So, moving on to the next order of business. There really is no next order of business. We need shards, or we need raid tickets, or whatever they call it. We don't have them. And that's just the way the timing comes out sometimes. I'm still working Baxos over here. That's just the way the timing works out sometimes. All right, since we're on a standstill, you can watch Baxos. And we'll swap that over. This is Baxos' dope-ass Cree team. Witness my works, ye mighty, and despair. Actually, there's nothing to despair about here. It's nothing special. Free to play is hard. I got a successful strategy going. The account's building, but it's difficult. It's a little more challenging. So I'm doing a lot of talking, and I'm kind of thirsty. So I will be back in one moment. All right. Have I mentioned that I've become addicted to Dr. Pepper? Which means I'm probably going to be a diabetic within the next 10 years. But we'll tackle that when we get to it. So anyway, a kid. I'm being totally serious. And a kid. Anyway. How come y'all have not made 400 tickets in the time that I've been gone? I'm kidding. It's not a big deal either way. Let's see. We are pointed at Baxos, correct? We are. And has he got any recharges? We do. We can go ahead and see if he can take that. I don't know if he can take it, but we can give it a shot. So, to my Mortys out there and regular viewers of the stream, I do have some good news. After shutting the morning stream down this morning, before I went to work, I managed to do some more troubleshooting on the tower build that we have going. And I had narrowed it down to a couple of areas, right? Well, this morning I narrowed it down to one area. And that is I have got the PC built correctly, but I have a faulty GPU. So I took this computer part and put its GPU in it, and it posted right up, and it was really interesting. I've seen a computer or two post before, but when I jumped this one, this is the first one that this is the first one I've ever built, period. But it's the first one I've ever been around that had a motherboard like this. I got one of these X570 Godlikes, and when this thing fired up, all I've been getting up to this point is VGA error and an error code, right? And on that same window, like the logo for the people that make this motherboard is like a dragon, and on that same window, like a dragon pops up, and there's like a little animation of a dragon getting into a fist fight with ninjas and whooping their ass. And then it turns to you and it's like, good job, and it's like congratulating you on building the computer, which was just the most hilarious fucking thing I've seen in some time. Pretty much the funniest thing I've seen since I saw Animagus do a Valley Flying impersonation the other day. That was pretty good. And let's see now. He did not do well. But we gained a little bit there. So he's about out of things to do too, I believe. Could do another arena battle. Let's go knock that out. Shooty McStabby face. So anyway, bottom line is I went ahead and I took the card back out and I put it back in this one so that we could continue to play and stream and what have you. Because I didn't want to take the time, and I knew I wouldn't have the time after work to do a stream and do all the setup I'm going to need to do on that, installing Windows and all that jazz, going through BIOS and fucking with the settings. And I've never done any of that, so I would really like to have this computer operable while I do it so that I can refer to how-to videos, because how else does anybody learn a skill anymore but watching how-to videos on YouTube, right? You know? Irony, look at where we are. So, let's go find... we'll try to find somebody that Baxos has a chance at killing here. And that defender jumps immediately out at me. They're big. It's a big punch up. I would rather have a slight punch down against somebody that's doable. Those black bolts. I don't F with no black bolt though. I don't like the Phoenix. We're going to take another shot at an Asgard. When I do win, those seem to be the ones. So anyway, the new graphics card gets here Friday. So the plan is that by the end of the weekend, I'll have the battle station here completed. I might do a video about it. Do some product reviews on the Apex desk, the NZXT case that I purchased, etc. And just show off the rig a little bit. Tech videos are fun. I've been watching a lot of them myself lately. And then let's see. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get Rocket back out here. That went quickly. We'll throw some damage in it. We'll see what he does. Is he going to stealth? He's going to stealth. We'll get some robots. But yeah, I could do some short form videos about the area. And so the goal is that by the end of the weekend, I have a 2 PC setup here for the stream, where I play on the new PC, stream off the one I'm on now. I haven't decided yet which one I do. Going to do graphical design, etc. on. Let's definitely get some defense. We already had some defense, but let's get some death proofs. Let's try to see if we can't overwhelm him. Awesome. So that's what it's really good. It's really good if you have them. Any of these guys you're trying to kill really right off the bat, but it's really good to have them just above half health, because what you need to do, if they get below half health and you don't kill them, then they're going to stealth. So what you really need to do is to try to overwhelm them. And that's why BKT is really kind of a good choice against these guys, is because they do have that capacity with the opening moves from Rocket Raccoon and Star-Lord to overwhelm these guys with damage. And once you can get one of them dead, then your odds of really moving on and making a dent in them increase greatly. And now, I mean, even if they do manage to kill one of my guys again, if it's not Minerva, and 4 out of 5 times it won't be, then we'll be able to res, and it's not going to be a big deal. I mean, truthfully, the odds get even better when you summon all these robots and the like. I hate having to kill Greg. Greg is the most annoying thing ever. Sitting here killing Greg. This is the worst part about trying to fight these guys, because this heals them up. It's never good. Never good. This is kind of a reset for them. Huh. Now I'm sure as shit not using that ultimate on Greg. How long are they going to stay in stealth? Here we go. What kind of situation is it when I'm excited to hit the tank? But of course I roughed her up a little bit, so now she's gone and we're back to Greg. But that Greg thing really stuck, didn't it? Just stop it, people. Come out of stealth. For fuck's sake. How long does this last? Doesn't feel like 2 turns. This feels like 2 eternities. So they're definitely going to be on the backside of this full health. They're chewing up way too much time. Hello, Heimdall. Thank you. All right. These annoying bastards. All right, we're gonna have to go on autoplay to just kind of speed this up. Can't get these guys to stop freaking stealthing. There we go. So I really don't think we're gonna need to res with Minerva again. We got 26 seconds left. We just really need to push this. We're gonna time out. So much stealth. It's so stupid. There's no way we're going to have time. Ah, well. Free to play. It's tough. It's tough sledding. That's where I'm at with him right now. Is essentially I can't beat the Phoenix teams. I might can beat that Brotherhood team, but even that's dicey. I can kind of sometimes beat an Ultron team if Ultron's the only good character on it. But most of the time, man, I mean, all I can do is these guys that are putting Asgards in. I can try to take my odds, take my chances with them because sometimes I pull that off. And that's really his best bet for moving up right now. He's hit another wall, right? Like I gained 110, 120 spots when I swapped off of Defenders into this team and I got him to go to Ultron. That really did make an improvement, and he's been earning a lot more since. But he's hit another ceiling, so now it's just probably going to be the cycle with this guy. So, no, thank you. And that's a troll. Nothing there. So he's pretty much done. So we're going to call him for the day. Swap it back over to back. Like so. All right. So yeah, got nothing left to do on back neither. Alliance War is going to be here early in the morning. So one last look at raids, and we are still short. So I'll just have to catch up. If I have to, I'll spend some energy in the morning to get myself up to a decent level on the raids because I'm going to have to go ahead and turn in and try to get some sleep before we fire up at war in the morning. So that's going to conclude Mortytown TV for the evening. I would like to thank all of you who've been riding along with me. I surely appreciate you. If you like what you're seeing, please give me a like or maybe a comment. Whatever you got time, and if you don't, it's whatever. I'm just trying to gain a little exposure. I ain't trying to make a living here. So yeah, I appreciate you riding along with us. We've had a lot of fun playing Marvel Strike Force, so we will be back again tomorrow morning. We're going to try to do at least a 1 to 2 hour daily stream in the morning and the evening for as long as we can hold that up at least. And we might back off at some point to start devoting more time to short form content. But for now, this is just my daily playtime anyway. So I don't, I'd like to broadcast it and just get practice at streaming and try to make small minor improvements every day, much like the game that we are playing. So until I see you again, keep gaming, be excellent to each other, whatever other kind of platitude you want to say. And, I'll see you peeps